this working? I didn't realize that I had my mic still on. Clearly, since there was nothing, anything. Wait, are you fucking with me? Okay, fine, hold on. There. Are you happy? I sound super low? No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop lying to me. Do I actually sound low? Hi, I'm having to do this without any light. Because this is it. Or can you hear it now? It looks like it's no longer happening. But if Crispy's saying he hears it, then it's still happening. I either look like I'm someone... Yeah. Light. Turn it. Fuck! Wait! I have a solution. I think I have a solution. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Shit. I had it. Hold on. I was like, I have a ring. No, I do. Hold on. Please tell me. Yes! 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 Hold on. This might work. This is backup. This is like extreme backup. That'll work! That'll work! It's blinding me, but it'll work! Is that okay? I feel like I look like a monster from the dark without any lighting on. I don't want to embrace the darkness. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I forgot about vertical stream. Sorry about that. Hold on. Yeah, I went through all of this to maybe get it through. Let's try this really quickly. Hold on. This has been fun today. This has been extremely fun today, and I'm having a blast. Better thingy. Is that better? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Let's try! I think it's your own tinnitus now. Because if everyone else is like, it's okay. Is this better? Please tell me that this is better. Fuck! Am I... Hello? How about this? Or did that just make it worse? Did that just make it... This is fucktastic. Maybe it's crispy. Better? Okay, cool. I don't know. I'm like using all of the little tips and tricks that I can recall from like my playlist of if you need stream help, here it is. Open this up and use it. That's totally the title of the stream thing. Oh my god. This sucks. This sucks so bad. This light is like, hello, I hate you. And I'm like, yep, I know. Cut out entirely. Okay, yeah. No. That's because I was doing something with the Vocaster hub. If I go in, it should go in and like fix the mic levels and everything. So I was like, surely this will work. I don't know. I'm just glad that this happened after I recorded my video today. So, Chad, I'm tired. God, we had some people in here that haven't made it back yet. Whoops. Yep. No, like, for the person who was like, have you tried unplugging your mic? I'm like, yes, I've tried unplugging it entirely. That's what I was sitting there doing. Like the give it 5 seconds was unplugging it from here, from there, making it work. Ugh. This is crazy. Okay, let's see. Is it better? Is chat? I swear to Christ. Is it? No. Fuck. Hold on. Why is everything breaking? Why? I don't understand. I didn't change anything. Okay, fuck. Hold on. Just hold. Ugh. barely. What the hell is going on? I don't understand what's going on. I fixed everything. I haven't changed anything at all. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Hold on. I know. And I'm not even seeing one of the chats coming through on the universal. What's happening? You're telling me. Apparently, we're just not having a Phoenix Wright stream today. That's not what's happening at all. It's just watching streamer who barely knows what she's doing devolve into shit. So, yeah, Yuki2501, I unplug, okay. I did unplug everything, hold on, and like reconnect it. So, that ain't it. I just turned off my ring light because that was what was coming in with the high-pitched thingy. It just crapped out on me. I could hear that once I took my earbuds out. So, chat, don't get the $10 ring light at Walmart, okay? Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Hold on. Chat's gonna disappear for a second, so don't freak out. Or do freak out. Never mind. Just hang on. Listen here, you little shits. God, pieces of shit. Alright. Let's try this. Alright, cool. That's one side of things that should be back. What's happening? Guy Fieri, I don't know what's happening right now. Do I work? Apparently not. Okay. It's working. That's working. Hold on. Maybe call Sayu for tech support. I would love to. I would love to. He's fucking hysterical and he would probably just roast me for all of this because I have no idea. Oh, you know what? It could have. Oh, shit. I just recorded an episode. But it was fine. Everything looked fine. I was like, shit, if I have crunchy audio, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, hold on. That goes away. I'm adding the other one back in, so hang on to your titties. Here we go! Yes. Okay. Activate source. Okay. So now Yuki2501 should be able to comment again if they feel like it, and their comment will pop up now. So... yeah, guy, it's nuts. I'm like, this is okay. Everything's fine. This is good. Is the volume okay for everyone now? I really do need Sayu up in here. Mods, can I get a test on vertical, please? I'm seeing it come through main YouTube stream. I just need a test. You can hear me better. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Taking all bets, what breaks next? I don't know. Chat, I shit you not. Last night. Also, hello again. Welcome in. It's not normally this okay, say it's not normally this chaotic, but yeah. Really? It'll let testicles go through, but then it won't let like fuck go through? That's wild. Okay. I'm just... Here we go. There we go. Hang on. Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ. And I'm like doing management over here off my phone just to make sure that everything's okay and it's good and it's fine and it's dandy and it's whatever. I'm doing my best! Okay, yeah. So last night we seem to have ended stream at the like best possible time because 10 minutes after our power just surged and then it went off and I was just like still low but not as okay, here, hold on. I'm really sorry. This is going to suck until we figure it out. That should help a little bit. If it doesn't, I don't know. Is that okay? That should, I just turned it up altogether, so I don't know. Now I'm really, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Works for Ninja, but not, yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so we ended stream, and then we got a power surge, and try Googling OBS audio mixer guide. Okay, I will, later. If things are holding right now, then this is where we're gonna keep it. I will do troubleshooting over the weekend. Things are good on Twitch side, you can confirm with Guy. Okay, cool. So it's something... Have I tried setting my stream settings into Wumbo mode? I will do that this weekend. I will turn it back into Wumbo mode. God, okay. Yeah, it seems really iffy. So yeah, I had to shower in the dark. It was great. I'm like, cool, just ambient lighting or whatever. Have I tried sacrificing a goat? We'd probably need like a whole bunch of goats here because just Texas can't. So we had a power surge and that was fun. And then today it was like raining like fucking crazy and holding with duct tape and popsicle sticks, but it is holding. Okay, I mean, if the stream is like, yeah, okay, I don't, if it's working, then it's working. Barely, but okay. I'm like, I hope what I just recorded's fine because that was 2 hours of my fucking time. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Shit's been like fucking slow and everything, but I just managed to get it to work and I don't know what's happening. Oh, hey man, welcome in. Oh my god. Does anyone want to go to a Lorde concert? Not if it's fucking crazy like this and I have to do a whole bunch of like technical stuff to get her their concert up and going. Okay. I'm just glad that I have some lighting, that way it's not just like the horrible shadows being cast from like the light over there. No more crunchy mics, so that's good. It's seriously, it seems like everything fell to shit after I finished recording my videos for One Piece. So I'm very happy. I don't know if I have to go back and do that again. I don't really know what to do because it was supposed to be like React content and I know what's coming and it makes it a little bit less fun, right? I don't know. I haven't tried reacting to something that I haven't reacted to before, so fuck. Yeah, I'm watching One Piece. It's fun. I'm 8 episodes in. Shoo shoo. Yep. That's not a secret anymore, though. I kind of mentioned that before on stream. So, oh, God. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Fuck! So happy. I want my power to be stable. Hold on. I'm like, are you for real? You're kidding me. What is happening? This is no longer me. Chat is broken. Hey, Liger! This is the worst possible moment that you could raid me, my guy. But thank you so much for the raid! Oh my god! This sucks! Also, hi, Mutates. Chat's breaking. It's breaking. Everything's breaking. Liger, what do I do? Mutates, what do I do? This doesn't happen. We are in troubleshooting hell. We may not get to, like, stream... What the fuck is happening? I hate this. Like, I genuinely hate this. Because... I like figuring things out. Or MacGyvering this shit. And it works, right? But when it doesn't work... then I get a little bit upsetty spaghetti. But like, that's the thing though, is there should be absolutely nothing wrong with chat. There shouldn't be. Yeah, it should work. I know because I just fixed it. But it's gonna go down in like 5 more seconds, at which point I won't be able to see you guys again. It's up. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Okay, so no, I didn't update OBS. That's the thing. We're guessing that it thanks for the follow. It's like, here's a pity follow for you since you have clearly no idea what you are doing. No, we had a power surge last night, so we're wondering if that has something to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. But again, it was like fine. Liger, thanks. She sucks right now, but she's like kind of okay. I know, I'm like, do we just like restart it again and like pray for the fucking best? I know, I'm like, go Twitch. This is the first time I'm saying this. Normally it's Twitch with all the issues. It's not YouTube, but today it's YouTube. I'm like, what the shit happened? No crunchiness and ringing's gone too. Don't restart stream. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like jump into like the game yet because it will last for like 2 minutes. I don't know. As soon as I stopped seeing chat come in, I was like, okay, this is what's happening. Like this is just the end. Oh, this sucks. I know it's going in and out. Every time it pops back up, it's because I'm manually going in and resetting it. Ah, this sucks. Yes, I'm starting to watch One Piece. I'm starting my One Piece journey. That, and I'm really hoping that it stays on the correct playlist in fucking Spotify, because yesterday I got like my first copyright issue for stream because of fucking Spotify. I have a very specific, yes, I started One Piece. I have a very specific like playlist that I use from Senpai Gaming, because he has created like a whole bunch of DMCA free music. Like he's like, use this, it's free. So I use Senpai Gaming's playlist, the Moonwalk album. I really like it. That's what you guys have been listening to. And it swapped over yesterday and it caught like 30 seconds before y'all were like, is there singing? And I'm like, oh fuck! Well, it caught that and it was like, if you want to like monetize this, you can, but you're going to be sharing some of your revenue with the people that own the song. And I'm like, you're a piece of shit, Spotify. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'm starting One Piece. Your guess is that OBS volumes got reset to default, so the volume sliders just need a, yeah, I have it like, I don't know. If the volume needs to come up more, let me know, because yeah, if I'm too low, I'm too low, and I can keep sliding it up, but normally y'all are like, fuck! No, Shark Facts do not. Let's do this right. Rise like a phoenix and do our yeah. Yeah, my lighting crapped itself, my audio crapped itself, and I'm just waiting for chat to like go out again. Oh, we don't know unless we hear gameplay with it. Fuck, me running. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm very upset because, like, again, I have been using this very specific Spotify playlist, and it, like, I don't know what happens. It's happened a couple of times where it's like, I go over and it starts at like something that's out of the playlist, and I'm like, no, why? I don't know. It makes me upset because I'm like, I know, but we've been like, I have been falling for 30 minutes! Fuck! Ugh. You can basically bully anyone if you play your cards right. I know, I'm like, if I ever create music, I probably won't because I'm not musically inclined, but like, if I ever do, I think I'm just gonna let it go. Okay! Thanks, Liger, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm just, yeah, Ace Attorney. No, I'm like, just watched Sad Dog episode in One Piece arc. You can make music for me? Please do. Everything, well, yeah, everything seems to be because I just barely managed to get this shit together. Okay, I just turned off the Spotify. That was me. I can't hear that. That's nothing new, though. You guys seem to be able to hear that. Okay, I can. Now I can. I'm talking, so you guys can, like, you know, maybe see if the audio is too fucking much. You can bark like a seal for 5 minutes as one of the tracks. Don't tempt me. Ooh. As long as the flavor is not Victor Kudo, we're fine. This is a fun stream. I'm glad that you're having a good fucking time. As long as chat stays up! We've got it in a very iffy position, but it's a position that is presently working. Can confirm audio is good. Awesome! Thank you guys for working with me with this, through this. Jesus Christ! Ah! What do you call a clef that gets into trouble? Boo. I'm like afraid to touch my fucking mic or anything. Or even look at chat. I'm afraid to do anything except for get blinded by my like fucking spotlight that's like, hello! And I'm like, you know what? It's better than being in the fucking dark. January 8th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby, no one. Yeah. Yeah, we did have Victor Kudo. Jesus. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Rex. Thank you so much for being here up until now and like, yeah, hopping into tech support call. This is great. This is great. We've never examined the defendant lobby before. We never have. You want to throw seeds back at him? I would too. I don't, okay, no, that's the thing, Crispy. I don't want a new ring light because both times I've had a ring light, it's always the $10 cheap ass one from like Walmart. And like, it was a good deal at first when I was just starting, right? Because it's like, we're just starting and it's gonna be bad, right? That one was fine, and then it crapped out on me like middle of stream, and I just had to end it. And then this one is like, would you like to pierce your follower and subscribers' eardrums? And I'm like, I would not. Thank you very much. Well, then you don't get light. Okay, thanks. You pressed the wrong button. I was gonna say, I can't read that. I'm very sorry. Yep. Get a triangle light and I have the one that I want up on my throne. I've kept it there just to keep track of it. What if that kanji is Watashi? You know more than I do. Just MS Paint drawing. Oh my god. Mods, can I get one more test in the vertical really quickly? Just do like V test or whatever. Just to make sure everything's going good. I don't want to toggle between it because I know that it's gonna like fuck up. Who needs a ring light? I mean, I guess with this thing like blinding me, it's fine. I'm gonna be like seeing like spots. It's not coming through. Okay, it looks like it's working. Just making sure. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, mods, if you're doing a test on vertical, please put like a V. That way I know, or like a 2. That way I can like discern what it is, because it just comes through as one thing. Please and thank you. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Are you fucking ready? We're trying to be, Maggie. We are trying. God, thank you, Rex. God, good morning, Maggie. Are you fucking exhausted by the stream already? Yep. Wait, what? Oh my god. It did. Oh, there's one that kind of goes through. The butterfly is really there if it's on, like, the BRB or the, like, intermission screen. Yeah, it is. It is, unfortunately. Sorry, Solaire. Oh my god, I've got a lot of shit to work on this weekend with this shit. So, what do you think is gonna happen today, sir? Well, first stream's gonna crash, and then everything's gonna go ape shit. Well, actually, I guess first it was the audio went to shit, and then OBS is gonna crash whenever you end stream. So then you're gonna restart your PC, and then, like, Audio's still gonna suck. Your ring light's dead. You're gonna have to use the spotlight that's just like, in your eyes. Chat's gonna fail 15,000 times, but chat itself is like, we're here. You can do it, you fucking lovable idiot. And I'm just like, please don't fucking crash on me. I don't know. We'll see. Every time there's a gap in like chat right now, I'm like, is it okay? Is it fine? I don't know. Yep. What's a chat, sir? They're a lovable species of chaotic morons. Gremlins. Moronic gremlins. Yeah, yesterday... Love you guys! Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery. Yeah. It's been 84 years since we were there. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Yep. Are you okay, Nick? Oh man, I'm so tired. Everything's going to shit! Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that! That little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination! Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going. Going to the defendant's seat. Fuck. Okay, cool. If shit's like started fixing itself, then I can turn down the volume. No stress. Listen, I hear that my screams are peak and neighbors really enjoy it. That, or your neighbors think that you're just that good. So, you're welcome. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Determination? Like you can't be terminated? Close enough! Hey, pal! Hey, you told me to leave, so I left. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out! She doesn't need that! How do you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. Nail polish? 10 out of 10 neighbors will agree. You're that good. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. Yeah, it's the odd man out, my guy. That's the one that we gave to Gumshoe to run a test on. This is the small bottle that turned up in Travian's kitchen a couple of days ago. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many they're overflowing onto the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Slow text scrolling. Well, what do you know? What do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And sniff, it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. So they swapped the stuff. His medication's in that bottle, and the poison was in his medication bag. That's probably what it was. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. So it wasn't... Yeah. Yeah. For ears, you mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elg was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Elg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? I wonder! Small bottle refiled into the court record. Nail polish is not ear making. The victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. I wonder whose those could be. No, seriously, was it the chef or was it Zinniop? What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Of course they did. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but it's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Well, I would be like, here's this. Here's what we know. Like, submit the fucking record on it. Like, don't submit the record on the thing and say, like, the bottle's coming in with, like, fucking fingerprint analysis here soon. All of your neighbors hate you? Well, it's your fault for being that good, Solaire. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today, got it? We're not impregnating anyone. Definitely not Edgeworth. Today's trial, ... I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. Oh shit, it's Zinni Op. January 8th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom No. 4. Why is she screaming things about court? It doesn't make any sense. Is that the kind? Is he like? Why are they screaming objection at each other? Honey, you know that game Phoenix Wright? That's probably some like role play thing. I don't know what the fuck a Phoenix Wright is or a Phoenix Frog. It doesn't matter. You know what? Just don't worry about it. We're pretty vanilla anyway. Fuck this shit. I want to know. Anyways, court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Burr. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Kind of, sort of. We're hanging in there as best we can. Coffee me. Yeah, this matcha was definitely needed today. Oh yeah. Doing a wellness check. There we go. Okay. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. I still think it might be Viola. That is it. Like, she assisted him and now she feels extreme guilt about it because she thought that they were actually a thing, because I remember her mentioning that they were lovers and stuff, but yeah. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems, to say the least. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand, aka his girlfriend's. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Could also be his girlfriend if it's ambidextrous. Fuck! What do you mean? No. What do you mean? It looks fine. Please tell me. Okay, cool. All right. I was like, no, we just got it set back up, Yuki. No, we're fine. We got it. We got it. It's good. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Godot, or Godot, or Godot, or however the fuck is gonna make chat unreasonably upset that I'm mispronouncing it. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? No. Oh no. His theme song. Ha! Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. We have no choice because we're on top of said world. Just call the prosecutor G so you can say focus G. Was the victim also listening to your stream? Aren't you funny? You've lost me already, Mr. Godot. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like, okay, well, fuck you too. You've got to change with the times. We're trying. We really are. We're trying, but it just things have gone to shit, okay? That's one of my rules. I guess it just confirms Nayra is in fact a loser. Nothing new to see here. Carry on, carry on. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? Do you know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today I'll prove it. Smack! Very well, let the first witness take the stand. This guy. And you are? Oh, bonjour, everyone! I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of La Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté. Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman? Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am la pert and perky gentleman, non. I didn't like those descriptors there, but okay. On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen. I know, I'm like, maybe a safe maybe a safe way to ask that, Your Honor, is could you please give to the court your pronouns? You know? That could be a safer way. Yeah, it is 2004, definitely. Things are different. Things are way different now than they were in the early 2000s, for sure. For starters, there are no, like, low-rise skinny jeans. Or I guess it was just low-rise jeans. It wasn't just skinny jeans, it was low-rise jeans. The one where it's like, if you, like, bend at all. Yeah. Hi! Welcome in all to 1944. You just missed a shit show of starting up the stream! Hopefully you won't have to, like, deal with any of that. Never been a huge coffee guy. Makes you wonder what... I know, I'm like... In all my times as a barista, you would probably scare the shit out of me coming in as my customer. Yeah. Good times, good times. His cyborg mask isn't making it any. Was you, monsieur? What? Everything feels okay. Let's not flirt while we're on trial for a fucking murder trial. Also, all of 1944, any progress on them space boys or nah? I'm still in the dark, unfortunately. It's a sad day. Ha! Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Yeah, I was frantically trying to get shit together and then my light crapped out on me and then I'm like hoping that the spotlight stays or otherwise I'm gonna be in the dark and it's gonna be bad. Smack! Very well, your testimony please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribulations. Just Nayra stuff, you know? That's fine. Oui, volontiers. I don't speak French. I'm doing my damnedest. At Tribulations. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new arts decos that day. Like having a large mirror between la tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. I think you are covering. I think you're covering for the guy. They're clearly in this together, as evidenced by Gumshoe taking them both on. Gumshoe also needs to be on the stand today. If he's not, what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, no, I feel that. I spent, like, again, 30 polls. Gems for 30 polls, and now I'm just like, okay, I need to get more! I need to pull my bunny boy! But it's not happening. Not right now, anyways. It will happen. God damn it. I need at least 75, that way I can get his outfit, because... You've seen the outfits. There's barely anything on. Barely anything on them! I'm like, do not cover it up, slut! Do not! La cup, la earpiece, and la glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, non? I guess so. Mirror? Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. Mirror. And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Where was the mirror, though? I didn't see it. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear backward. Everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Dude, it's also way too early in the morning for me, too. I know what time it is, okay? Now then, Mr. Wright. Oh, smack! Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. My apologies. I almost left that out. At très bien. When it all happens, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. Who was they? Be clear. And who were the 2 customers exactly? Of course, I guess I should have, like, looked up French terminology before walking into the stream today, but it's fine. I know you were gonna be mad if I forgot the smack. Listen, he can have some of my matcha, all right? The Phoenix collective brain cells, we're drinking matcha and coffee, so we're powered on matcha and coffee. Clearly not enough, but we're hanging in there, okay? it's been a bad day. Here, have some. Actually, no, this one's mine. It's got elven cooties on it, so. You can't just give that away for free, you know? That's like nectar of the gods for you humans. And la other not so young. Oh wait, it was that guy and la other not so young man. You were referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Yeah, something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. I remember I was experimenting with some new art decor that day. You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today? You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic! Now why didn't you tell the court about this before? But I did, just a few moments ago. Ahem! Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong! I feel like I need to preemptively bring in Little Yellow. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decoction? No, Art Deco! It is a style of design, Your Honor! I guess I didn't need this. Bottle elf spit art. Oh. I was about to be like, no one would buy that, and then I'm like, wait a second. I live in this world. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. This is the world we live in. Yes, they would. And I would have to be like, do not consume this because do not consume biological fluids from people you do not know. No. No. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Elf spit is poison. Wait a second, first my sweat is like medicinal or whatever. And what was the other thing? I don't know. Kian's like, what the fuck is wrong with you all? Hi, but you know the answers to that question. This is us. Hi, how's it going? Wait a second. You could upcharge people selling matcha you spit in personally and they would pay. Yeah, probably. Probably. Oh my god. Elf girl bathwater. Ooh, this one with bubbles. She farted in that one. Whoa! We skipped. Yeah, I know. I hit 777 yesterday mid-stream. I took a screenshot of it because I was like, whoa, lucky 7! Vegas, everyone! Looks like we got another one today, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurants. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la decor. Like having a large mirror between tables, for example. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Boof? Boff? Boff you over the head? Something about 4 meters wide and about 2 meters high. High, whatever. Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glass in a frame, that's huge! I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. No, but I decided not to go through with it in the ends. What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? Press harder, because we need to know about this mirror. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But... Objection! No, this is relevant. You didn't ask to fuck you. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work. Hey, by the way, do you have like a 1 meter tall mirror in your restaurant? I just needed to know. Or possibly on the ceiling? No? Okay, just double checking. You didn't ask if it was a 2 meter. Fuck you, dude! What? A mirror was delivered to Tribien the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. You bet Kudo saw him lift the drink in the mirror, so it was the other hand. That's what they're literally speculating over right now. That is literally what they just said right now. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Tribulations, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Ha! If you want to doubt someone, try it! Look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror. Possibly. No, we got that, Herb. We got that. Guess you ended up what? Oh, shit. Oh, well, I mean, welcome back. You're good. You're good. Perhaps that is why what the old man was looking at. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Objection! Normally? How does normality come into this? That's lame, Trite, even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? No. No. Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer and the top-notch chick over and the ungodly cool guy with a mask over here? Well, Trites? Not the hair! I do not have a top knot! Mr. Godot is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logic is one la day. La cup, la earpiece, and la glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, non? Hold it! Honestly, though. Everything! He would have seen everything in reverse? Hey, Nick, we should take a second think about what old CD said it. I know, I'm like, hold on. Where is it? Yeah. How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. If he saw everything described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's got to be something in that old man's testimony. We've just got to dig deeper. When it all happens, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. Okay, wait, shit. Yeah, we did this. Left, left, left. Fuck. Can we still lock him up for being a creep, though? Yeah, I would press charges, absolutely. Kian, I feel that so hard, though. The 3 to 4 hour intervals. Yeah. Okay. Oh, whoa, fuck. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, hold on. Ah, no! You saw what games I'm playing! Or what we're playing. There's no place for a mirror, though? Okay, this is gonna fucking blow. Hey, listen. My BL books are safe to read because these are fictional characters and not real people that I'm just like, ooh, bleh. Yeah. Alright, okay. I have respect for real people. I mean, I do have, you know, respect for fake characters, but like I'm a little bit more crazy about them. You saw some Love in Deep Space when you woke up? I do have a Switch too, yes! Okay. We are presently sharing a Switch 2. We're hoping that there's speculation and rumor about a Zelda Switch 2 coming out this year, and considering I'm from Hyrule, I'm gonna be getting the damn thing, so there are noticeable changes between the two, especially like when you go back to the Switch 1, you're like, ooh, that's, yep, notice that. Will what go through? Oh, yeah, no, this one, Kian, internet's going fucking crazy over this one. Like, we are all like, what the fuck? They really pushed it. Yeah, no, it's good, it's good. They really are like pushing the boundaries with this and like the censorship thing. Did you see the stick figure promo for it? Or the words on the outside, it's like animations with the words on the outside of Infold's building. It's, bruh. I'm just like, I need to get these event cards so badly. Definitely. Just ask all the questions. I'll do my best to answer, and if I don't know, I'll ask Crispy, who will tell me the answer to which I can tell you. There we go. Nailed it first try. Okay, so experimenting with some, okay, yeah, I don't know. Yes. I don't know. God, it was nuts. I need to know which one Kian saw. I'm like, was it the stick figure, the schmoving words, or was it actually like the event cards, the memories for it? Which one did you see, Kian? Oh, dude, do it. Someone made like a stick figure plushie of Raphael, and I was like, I need one of Zave! The event cards? Yeah, they're insane. Team Bunny Boy. Team Bunny Boy for the win. We literally have like a gotcha thing in the mods Discord, and it's literally named Nayra's Horny Corner because I'm the only one that plays like gotcha games right now, so yeah. When do we not talk about BL here? Especially when we're playing Phoenix Wright. Come on. Edge right? Alright. Let's see. I just don't see ad. I wonder if he would like Yandere games. Oh my god. Sometimes there's like a Yandere-esque character in our space boy. Well, not. We do need Hylia, let's be real. Hylia's just like, there's a reason I made her immortal, okay? Okay. I gotta focus in. I gotta stop thinking about horny space boys. It's fine. Or do I? I literally have my boyfriend right here with me. Yeah, it's on the iPad. Hell yeah. It prevents me from like opening up my phone and being like, here we go, let's just do it. It's on the iPad. I have to make like effort to do it. To go get it. I can't be distracted all day. Yeah, back to the case. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. 2 customers. Experimenting with some new art decos that day, like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Okay, I am going here, like having a large table between the tables, for example. I am going to present this right here. Because they have dividers in between. So I don't think it'd work. I don't know. Oh, explaining what yandere? Yes, I saw it. The new Otome game. There's like 3 of them that are like, do you like Silas? You'll probably like this game. One is like carbon copy. The other 2 are like, yeah, we can see it in those 2. I'm curious, but I'm also like, I'll stick with my Space Boys. I don't need to be spending any more money. Okay, yeah, we're going with this. Because there's just no way.
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Fuck. Welcome back from the ad! I don't see anything Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Murder in the kitchen. Well, I guess it's not the kitchen. I don't know. Fuck. That one made sense though. That did. Is it too late to say that space wasn't the only thing that's going deep? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm like, what? I need to get the cards. I need to get all the cards, Kian. I must. All's 1944 is like, hell yeah, Kian. Hell yeah. This guy gets it. Moriaki Soba Pond stats. Okay, this.
Hold it.
Everything. He would have seen everything in reverse. Hey, Nick, we should take a second, think about what that old CD said. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. No. Okay, hold on. Because it already is his left. It's already on his left. I overthought that one. Yeah, it's already over his left. It's already. I was overthinking that and not thinking enough. I was like, oh, where's the stuff? And then I was also like, but Space Boys, going deep into maybe space. Into a space, definitely. Kian's like, yeah. Okay.
Objection!
There we go. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. We're already on the left side, motherfucker. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. So, to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactement, you see, monsieur? Now that you think about it, it is not so hard, non? But it is. It's fine. I'm not gonna make hard jokes. Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts, you idiots! If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his fucking head? Sack! Order, order! Mr. Wright is correct! If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then he would expect the victim's then we would expect the victim's fucking eyepiece to have been over his right eye!
Objection!
Coffee me. How bitter. Trite, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume? I broke the vase, sorry apology, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg, other than his name? Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elliot's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear! Ha! Well, Trite. Ugh. That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was old seedy for a minute there. Kudo's good. Smack! Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the courts. We're all ears. Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of la restaurant. The mirror. Allure, is everyone sitting comfortably? La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant dividing the two. Then how the fuck did he... This is just getting ridiculous. There is only one seat from which you could have seen la image of la victim. That was la seat at the table next to la victim. That was where la old man was sitting, which means that he didn't see the other side, which means there was a third person there. After la terrible incident occurred, I moved la mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. So there was a third guy there. Wow. I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror, but he couldn't see the third guy sitting in the red X. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna sip my coffee because I have no response to that. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. Ugh, I hate that guy! You said he didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? Volontiers, of course. Smack. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please. The mirror. It was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing it, okay, into halves. So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct? We? Really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way. Objection. Look who's talking, Trite. Huh? You're obstructing my view, among other things. First of all, fuck you! But this is my seat in the courtroom! Tribulations' charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you, Trite. I tell you, monsieur, la mirror was there in the middle of la restaurant. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of la victim. You know, words like naughty has never meant the same to you anymore. You're welcome. Don't know if that means your brain is fried or not. Again, I just make y'all more honest with yourselves. It was always in there. It was always in your noodles, but I made y'all feel safe enough to be the freaks that y'all fucking are. And where would that be? Oh la la, look how you lean towards me. Okay, no. I always attract the younger boy. Okay, maybe I should keep you in suspense a little. Okay, please stop. Please, no, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once! I attract the older ones too, you know. And some shall I tease it. Stop! Ugh. Armstrong would fit right in with chat. I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time. I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume. Oh my god. The end, I will tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen. That was la seat at the table next to la victim. That was where la old man was sitting. So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat? Monsieur, it is obvious, non? If you look at La plans, you will understand. I don't know. Godot dating his coffee, I guess. Absolutely dating his coffee. Not the first time he's been called a freak. Definitely not going to be the last either. Yeah, probably not. That's okay. Wear it with pride. We're all freaks here. Fucking freaks! La victim would have been reflected in La mirror like so. If you were sitting at La table next to him, you would see everything, non? So that's the seat old Seedy was sitting in on that day when the poisoning happened. The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? Why does that seem kind of odd? After a terrible incident occurred, I moved La mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. Oh wait, no, hold on. Hold it! Did you move the mirror while Kudo was off calling the police? Oui, exactaments. I carried it out of the restaurant Zen. You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself? What can I say? I know how to pick things up and some. Okay, shut up. Yeah. The weather's the best! What Kian said, by the way. What Kian said. Godot actually laughed at something. Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. Armstrong, did you move anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong? I look like the obliging type, none? Okay, whatever. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. I don't know about that. Are you sure about that? I touched nothing except La mirror. Bullshit! Baby boy? Make it a cat. I accidentally put my my boyfriend on his chair. That's on me. Mr. Wright, is there something the witnesses said that doesn't match the crime scene? Yeah, it's called he stole shit. Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on what exactly he stole shit. Jean Liar Armstrong. Yeah, exactly. Hey, hey! Welcome. Hold on. Welcome in Skyways of Pride. I got it! I'm here. Ha! Suffering from a case of heartburn, Trites? No, I just need to pull out the ticket. Or, yeah, ticket, and it should be fine. Oh, I have just this. Oh, God. It's the thing for that. And oil with golden myrrh and frankincense. Jesus. And frankincense is what he says. Frankincense. Just add a few drops to your coffee and voila! Enjoy. Focus, Phoenix. Breathe. I need to ignore those two and just find some evidence. Got it. It is pretty strange though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You'd think someone would have, but Maggie didn't, and neither did old Seedy. Then the only logical explanation is they're lying, that there was no mirror inside Tribien that day. Indeed. Legal middle name. Now I've just got to prove it somehow. La mirror, it was in the rest. Okay, yeah, hold on. That's bullshit. Because I don't know if... Here, hold on. This over here. Shit, where's his card? So, do I present this lottery? Objection! Fuck. Solaire, what the fuck? The sleeper shark has been found with entire reindeer and polar bear remains in its stomach. Nobody knows exactly how they got there. The motherfucker ate it. Well, polar bears swim. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was the lottery ticket. Maybe the wrong lottery ticket. was not the lottery ticket then. Okay. It's not in here though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no other lottery ticket. It's gone. Yeah. Sports paper, magazine clipping, job listings, lunch special, scooter. That's why I picked the one. Jean's loan contracts, Victor's testimony, Trabian floor plan, Glenn's autopsy report, crime photo, coffee cup, victim's lottery ticket. This one's for a winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search of Maggie E. That's the one that we just did. Apron, potassium cyanide, victim's prescription bag, Glenn's calendar, paper badge, MC bomber, millionaire radio flyer, Gumshoe's lunchbox, Viola's medical papers, Trabian matches, small bottle. So, hang on, let's go back. That's okay, guy. I am, yeah, doing my damnedest here too. All right, hang on. Let me sit on this for just a second. Hold on. I also want to say that, like, he needs to be put in here somehow. So there could have been, like, it's obviously the lunchbox, yeah, right? It could be like this. Like, no, you remember when you tried to steal shit? No, it's okay, it's okay. I appreciate the willingness to help, don't worry. Because I've been stuck before and I've asked before, so it's okay. We'll get there, we'll get there. I say as I am like, I don't know, maybe I do want help. Just like that. Ah! Flower vase. Flower vase. He knocked it over. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Crime scene taken from near the kitchen. The flower vase, which is supposed to be like, that's where he was sitting, not broken. So now, right here. I don't know if it needs to be, it could be either or, but it's one of the two. I don't know if it was, I think it's this. When the incident, I think it's this.
Objection!
There we go. Got it! Your Honor! Mr. Kudo's words yesterday strongly contradict Mr. Armstrong's bullshit testimony! This is the letter of apology that was written by Mr. Kudo, is it not? I realize it looks useless, Your Honor, but this is still testimony. Ha! I guess useless people are only really good at identifying useless thing. This isn't useless! What relevance does this scrap of paper have to the trial, Mr. Wright? Mr. Kudo's testimony is actually very relevant to the question at hand. Your Honor. Please let me just slur my words and hopefully y'all will get it. Because it is very clear, because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. Boo, 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 boo. Double checking. Yep. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we have heard, Your Honor. The crime photo. Yep. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should not exist? Huh, sounds like you're describing yourself, Trey. Damn! What do you say to a man named Ku who writes bad? Smack! Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in this photo? It's over here. Here, we'll be more specific and click on the vase itself. Take that! There is one thing that clearly demonstrated, that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, it's still there. As the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all. Objection! Nope. It's relevant. You and your ink coffee. I've never seen coffee that color. Don't be an idiot, Trite. That's impossible. Your Honor, the facts show that it is, in fact, possible! But, okay. Thus, he's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from if there was a mirror, which there wasn't. This one? This gang sign? There is only one conclusion that we can draw from this contradiction. Armstrong's a fucking liar! There was no mirror in Trey BM that day. If it's popsicle, it's possible. Anything's possible for a possible. I mean, this happens in LA, gang signs in court might be. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mon Dieu! Objection! Don't try to confuse the court, Trite! Obviously, the witness cleaned up the no. While the police were taking their crime scene to the... While the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene... Objection! Bullshit. Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Smack! Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? Sniffle. I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which he couldn't hear? Ha! You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, this is very slow text, then the problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick? I don't fucking know. That's why I'm saving right now, hopefully. Maybe his coffee's just oil to keep his cyborg engine running. I would not be surprised. There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Smack. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your... I don't know. That's fine. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Victim was hold on. Hold on. What? The ear doctor made a mistake? the victim was a phony. I want to say it's this one or this one. This case is riddled with contradictions, yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. Yeah. Smack, smack, smack. Order! Order in the court! Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom! Okay, so we got it. I was like, it's one of these two. Ah! Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? Trite, are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection!
Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was the serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. It's so hard to believe, but there was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Objection!
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. I'm a little bit confused. We already have one imposter in this case. It would make sense theming-wise that there is another that was in the crowd. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, that's the only thing. Like, I don't know. I don't think the doctor would have made the mistake over which ear because they're normally, like, pretty good at double-checking. Normally. But there have been mishaps before, right? You vote phony victim not because it's correct, but yeah, right? Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct? Oh la la, this is most difficult for me. Yeah, he knows. No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Tribulations that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. Smack! That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. It was the waitress. I think she was the waitress. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day. Yeah. She said she'd helped him. So yeah. Yeah, they just set up the thing. But why did he die? In the restaurant, La victim, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember La old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won La lottery, Monsieur Elg became very excited. I was approximately 5 minutes late. It was approximately 5 minutes later as that La poisoning incident occurred. Non, there was no time for a phony to do La acting. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all. Please forgive me, Your Honor. Yeah. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly. So you made an even bigger mess? Good job. What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later. Smack! For now, we will hear your cross-examination. Mr. Wright, if you please. He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. In the restaurant, A victim on Shore Elg. Bullshit. The Glen Elg character is an imposter. Most likely. Also, hello, Cubby! Was he alone at his table as well? I saw him from the kitchen. Again, there was a divider up there. That's what we keep not recognizing. Is that there was a divider blocking people's view. Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table. Objection! Goth Ha! Unfortunately for you, Trites, yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love! It's love that's bittersweet! It doesn't have to be. Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. Okay. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? Oui, he comes often for my special coffee. I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special. I'll give you that. It's worth the sip just for the experience. Oh, you make me so happy, Monsieur. You are most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip and nothing more. So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. How many minutes after? So you're saying that not much time elapsed between when the victim and Mr. Kudo arrived? Oui, that is correct. But that still leaves the possibility that something happened in that gap of time. And by your recollection, how much time would you say elapsed? Let me see. Approximately 2 minutes, I would say. 2 minutes? That's all? It seems unlikely that anything untoward could have happened in such a short time. I don't know! 2 minutes is a lot of time, given certain situations. Rats, I knew I shouldn't have pursued this line of questioning. Well, it was the first one on the list, so we went with it. Cubby has been watching. Hello, Cubby! Who's a good boy? Give him snoot kisses for me. I dare you! I triple dog dare you! Cubby's like, there's only one dog and it's me, streamer. I'm like, yes, you're right, you're right. Snoot kissies! Everyone give their fur babies snoot kissies right now. Right now! From yours truly! There were no other bullshit. So your only customers were Mr. Kudo and the victim? Objection. How many times do you need to ask the same thing, Trites? You'd never catch me drinking the same blend twice. Huh? You're trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant. You're wasting your time. Hold on, he's at max 17 cups of coffee a case. I don't know, like, how many blends of coffee are out there? Again, I used to work at a fucking coffee shop and a tea shop, and I do not know of, like, a gazillion different blends of coffee. Unless he's like, 1% like this roast, 99% this roast. If we're doing, like, you know, a tablespoon of this and, like, 99 tablespoons of something, maybe then, but, like, never mind. You can't grind bird seed to make coffee if you catch my drift. That's valid. There's a hole in this testimony somewhere, I'm sure of it. We're gonna go back real quickly. I love boobs! Didn't he already say he had over 100, so that clears for the case? Yeah, I guess. Blah, blah. Well, 80,085. In other words, boobs. Oh, do I have to go through the entire... Okay. I have to go through the entire thing. Shit! Very excited! Did you see him? No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I remember him shouting, yes! $500,000! Presumably the defendant heard that too, then, correct? Maggie? She looked like a poor little frightened dove. And what about Mr. Kudo? The old man choked on some birdseed seeds that got stuck in his throat. It Seems like we now have yet another incident on our hands. It was approximately 5 minutes later that blood poisoning incident occurred. And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had some... Without any customers, you must have had time to kill. I am a multi-talented woman, monsieur. Sorry? What do you mean? There is la renowned chef, Jean Armstrong, and la tragic poet, Clarice Armstrong. Clarice? Oui, I was writing a poem, an angry tale of a chef in $500,000 of debt, cooking for a man who won $500,000 on the lottery. It is called Pourquoi. It means why. Perhaps I could recite it for la courts. Please don't. Non, there was no time for a phony to do la acting. You mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred? I asked la old man to call from la payphone. By your own argument, right? The purpose of this phony victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, this opportunity would completely disappear. Indeed. Bien, it seems the shadow of doubt has been lifted, n'est-ce pas? I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh? Absolutely. Someone was impersonating Mr. Elg, and I refuse to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all. But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too? She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember? You mean that's when the phony staged his act? We'll know for sure once I find a hole in this testimony. The victim, Monsieur Elg, can't... Yeah.
Objection!
Was he alone at his table as well? My I saw him from the kitchen with the defendant, Miss Bird, seems to remember. Okay, she swears there was another man at the table. She's witness. Blah. Okay, it was this one. My bad, my bad. It was the second one. We comes often for my special coffee. I drink your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. A special blah 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 blah. Nothing more. So yeah, maybe I should ask. What time was it? Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived? Oh no, I cannot remember, Monsieur. I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by kind of a scary old man, sir. Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness? The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., non? Just after 2, huh? Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, Monsieur. Monsieur, you are wonderful. Ha ha ha, I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I? Stay on track. Smack! The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony. Oui, Monsieur Judge. Everything I do it for you. Merci bien. That's French, isn't it? Jesus. I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood. He's even humming a song to himself. Jesus. Yeah. I remember the old man arrived not long after him, just after 2 p.m. Are you absolutely sure about the time? When I think really hard, I am sure it was just after 2, oui. It is the time I stopped serving the lunch menu. Quite right, I always break for lunch when the restaurants are serving their specials. I've been known to wind up the case early just to make it on time. That's... okay. Haha! I guess you should never get between a hungry judge and his life. That's true, that's true. Oh, would you look at that? It's almost lunchtime already. Oh no, stay on track! Witness, get on with your testimony, please. Stay on track! Also, I get to perform as Yellow Lion tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm back with my yellow girl! Okay. My yellow lion baby. Okay. After 2 p.m., but I do feel like there's a piece of paper over here that says that that's...
Objection!
Bullshit. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. Quoi? What do you mean? Why do you mean? At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. The yellow lion shaking works for Little Yellow, I love her so much! Each week they announce the winning numbers on the $500,000 lottery ticket. Oui, that must be la show Monsieur Elg was listening to. I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder. Question mark? You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu. Get to the point, Trites, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's on the air at 1:30. Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred at 2 p.m. because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time. None! This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over, there is only one conclusion you could draw from these facts. The victim was an imposter acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glen Elg, acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Objection!
Quite a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll. Fuck! But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. Is this music theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Glen Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain, then, where the real Glen Elg is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glen Elg was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Objection!
Thank you, Trites. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. What? Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? Sure. Let me, let me do that. Yeah, I know, he really is giving chefs a bad rep. The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was the phony Glen Elg, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? Ugh. Smack! The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Fucking know. I don't fucking know. Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was. Evidence? What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. Smack. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the Mr. Real? I mean, I think it would have to be inside, but I'm like, where? That's where I'm trying to figure out, you know? I'm gonna go with inside. I'm just trying to, because they're gonna ask me now where. It would have to be, it would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tribulations. Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? That's... Maggie said she saw another person. Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Miss... Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Tribulations is... I mean, yeah, if it's not... It could be this right here. I just don't know where before that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like here? Or could he have like been in the kitchen? Somewhere in the kitchen? But I know that I need to probably put here. But I just don't know. So we're gonna go... Yeah, I want to say the kitchen, because I think that this is supposed to be, the tiger. This is supposed to be the tiger right here. This is the phony, this was the tiger. I don't know where Birdseed McGee was supposed to be. I want to say the kitchen, but that also sounds very wrong, and this game is, like, super fucking finicky about where in the kitchen, like, where I'm supposed to point. So I want to say, like, right here, but that also sounds just very fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or we go completely and totally out there, and we stay right here, because we had commented on the space earlier being, like, too fucking small for Armstrong to fit into. You know? I know, We're gonna go here first, and then maybe the kitchen. This one just doesn't seem right at all. The kitchen seems more correct, and then this is just my fucking wild card for the sake of just being insane. That just doesn't sound right. Take that! The body was hidden here. I see. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? This right here. This was hidden in the rack. Nothing. We're going through. Loan contracts. Between 1:30 and 2. I feel like this could also be it, but that doesn't say. It doesn't say where it was found, so I can't really use that. December 3rd, the day of the incident, there was a note saying meet with the tiger. That doesn't really tell where it is. Found at tender lender made of cardboard and paper. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30. Weenies. It probably was kitchen. And it's probably the small bottle. Clearly, Your Honor, clearly it's the weenies. I feel like it was maybe the small bottle. From the kitchen. We should have gone with kitchen. Yeah, I should have gone with my gut, and I shouldn't have hit the kitchen. I should have hit the kitchen. It was a scooter. Yeah. I think that's it. I think it's this. Found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. I think this is it. The answers always comes from the kitchen. That's where they're. Yeah, I think so. We're just gonna. Fine, we're just gonna do this. It's okay if we need to restart. Too bad. I don't think you'll ever grasp the real heart of rock and roll. What are you talking about? That's bullshit. He means that your evidence is irrelevant. Mr. Wright, yeah. Here. Load. Inside Trevian. Body was hidden here. That just, it also seems so wrong. Like, it doesn't make sense. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? Because it's, the fingerprints haven't been analyzed. No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me. Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Trebian. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, I shouldn't have been like, oh, it could have been the other guy sitting across. No, we even said as much. It was the tiger that was there. I don't know why we decided to do it. Again, overthinking are us. Hey? Quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elg visited an otolaryngological clinic and was given medication that day. Otolaryngological clinic. There we go. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Whoa! Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, probably under the cabinets there, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pockets. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Mon Dieu! Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. No! Smack, smack, smack! Order, order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elg? Never! I could not do such an horrible thing. No! Mr. Godot? The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a cup of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? And then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup! Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend? Please forgive me. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor. Did we not swap the Spanish right there, or is it the same in French? Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? None, absolutely none. Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Gramps? Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. Damn, condone violence in court! As does my gavel! It is clear. What did they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. Star Wars fan confirmed. Smack! Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. Jesus. The confession. It is true. I hid La body in La kitchen. Jesus. Accessory to murder. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me. You were forced? By who? I cannot say, or I will be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elg died, was he really the only person at his table? There was. Gasp! There was another man. I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth. Smack! You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Fuck him up! The confession. Edgeworth, I love you. Not that confession! Oh, okay. Phoenix, I love you. That's still not the right one! Okay, then. Mia, I think your titties are great. Fire her! Okay. It is true, I hid the body in the kitchen. Did you carry the body by yourself? I carried him, and I carried Maggie too. Maggie too? When she saw a victim collapse, she fainted. I could not leave her there. But why did you hide the bodies? A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. What man? Who was he? None, I cannot say. I fear for my life. He's really scared. You'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick. Yeah, you're right. If you won't tell me, I'll tell him. But why would you go along with this man? Violence! I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong? You know, Monsieur... Monsieur... Yes! Surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment. A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. And a bit too male. I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason. So I'll just have to prove it with evidence. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me. We're gonna go through this last one too. So, you were claiming that all you did was hide the bodies. Is that correct? Oui, that's right. If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this. He's already confessed this much, he might as well stop dancing around the real issue. Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is. Then sock it to him, Nick! Yeah, it's not a bad idea. reason why we could not refuse.
Objection!
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like the Infinity Rose or some shit. You have a $500,000 debt, don't you? Wondering if the mob here is related to Game 1, Case 3. Steel Samurai? Infinite ammo cheat code for the C's. The same one for the pedals, yeah. $500,000? Is this true, Mr. Armstrong? Oh yeah, that's true, because she was head of like a mafia or some shit, so it's possible. Je suis désolé, I was weak and I borrowed la money. This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man.
Take that!
A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you. It is as you say. Mr. Armstrong. La Tiger, he told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting la victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried La Body and Conscience Maggie out of La Dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen or done. Yeah, exactly. I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hands was Mr. Furio Tigre. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison in the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well? None! I knew nothing about that! Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable! Fuck! Smack! Mr. Godot! I'm out of coffee. You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Fuck me. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Can we do it now? 30 minutes. Thank you. What? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, trites. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. Smack! Very well! Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. Woo! To be continued. Good, because I need to pee. So I'm gonna go do that, not here, but like I'm gonna go do that and then I'm gonna come back here because I've been drinking lots of matcha and water today because that's good for me. Maybe not as much matcha, but you know, it's fine to have a cup a day. You know, a cup a day keeps me happy. Not the doctor away. It just keeps me happy. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm back with holy water. Yee. Not that it's gonna do much, but you know, it's okay. It's fine. We're back. The waiting room. January 8th, 121, PIM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, No 1. Hi, thanks! So we're finally going to see Apparently I just got a burp all the time now. So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know... He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in big trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal! Yeah, go get those fingerprints checked out, please. Detective Gumshoe! What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Just like Nick's. Hey, that's calling... That's the pot calling the kettle black, Little Miss Topknot. It's not a topknot! Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, all right? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get wound up. I feel that so hard. I'm like, tell me what to do or I need to be doing something, please. Ah! No kidding. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything! Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour. Yes, yes, yes. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then. But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprints analysis done in an hour? You bet. In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Oh, fuck me. If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to. Outside of ours, because it's not in a little baggie that says, like, you know, evidence on it. Now it's like, oh yeah, Phoenix's fingies were on this, and now he's implicated in the trial, and like Detective Gumshoes, yeah, he was a detective, but shit could have happened. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. Thanks! This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Time to take down Zinni up! January 8th, 156 Pym, District Court, Courtroom No. 4. Smack! Preemptive smack! Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem. Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Smack! Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stands. Y'all thought this guy was me? Witness, please state your name. Ah! Ah! Don't hide under the table, Maya, unless there is room for me down there too. Would you mind? What you say to me? Nothing! I didn't say nothing, honest! Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor! Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it, we're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. Get him, Godot. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. I really like this guy, I do. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Ugh. Too cool, yeah. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy. You mean you didn't attend to the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Phoenix Wright. Hey, you's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret that day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me. Don't shit your pants, Phoenix. This game is insane, dude. Get a grip, Nick! Says the one from underneath the table. The tiger's alibi. I know what I said. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. I can't tell if he's intentionally getting her name wrong or if it's like, you know, supposed to be an endearing nickname or some shit. At last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Ah! Well, what is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. But lowlife? Me? Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you's gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. Don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger. Ha! I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not. This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. Sure. Why not? You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. Smack! You can tell this was a JFA case originally because we're back to... Yeah, I know. I'm like, fuck, dude. Keep that in mind as you begin with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You could do it, Nick! Come out from under there already, would you? Would you, Maya? Text is so slow sometimes. The tiger's alibi. Fuck me. I don't know nothing about no murder. Alright, hang on. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. I don't buy that you haven't even heard of the incident that occurred at Tribulations. He's got a big mouth, right? He's trying to say I was on some mob hit? Is that what you're trying to say? Where's your proof then? Evidence. Yes, well, for an attorney to make an accusation in court, he must have evidence. Damn. That's from Loan Shark to Lawyer, a beginner's guide, yeah? Oh, I see you're the studious type, Mr. Tigre. Very good. Why don't you ask him to represent you sometime, right? What should I do? Mr. Tigre, what do you want? Or, if you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. Objection. This is a dead end, Trite, and you know it. Remember the rules. Wait, but I have his badge. Yeah, but I have his badge. As I said earlier, the court will impose a penalty for such behavior. Wait, I got it! By Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverini families? Yeah. You don't want to cross them, or he's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out he's been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in. Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there. He said that just like Viola, didn't he? I get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her. Fuck me. It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they might end up. Better just focus on the... Motherfuck. Hold it! Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know? You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. It seems like a rather sketchy schedule. Urgh. There he goes again. The tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder, so now what? We also have the calendar that says to meet up with him, so... Yeah, I feel... Tigre looks like he went a minute too long. A minute too many sunbathing, honestly. Yeah, I felt like having the badge, you know, the cardboard badge that we found in his coat pocket at his office, that would have been enough evidence to be like, motherfucker's a liar, but they still dinged me. Here, I'm gonna press, because we have the calendar, this guy. Here, hold on. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was gonna use for the last one, but he was like, no, fuck you. Didn't even give me a chance to try and explain. This one, Glenn's calendar, on December 3rd, the day of the incident, there is a note saying meet with the tiger. So that's what we're gonna do. We're catching a lot of stray shots of you. Press harder. Mr. Tigre, what do yous want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. No, it's not!
Objection!
Yeah, fuck you! No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately, so fuck yourself and let me goddamn explain, you bitch! Excuse me, pardon me. The system. Fuck the system! I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. Shut the fuck up. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't ever seen that young kid before. I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add the last statement to your testimony. Fuck this guy. Yeah, he's hiding under his seat. He's hiding under his seat. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. The day he's talking about, I was into office too. I never saw that kid before. This is bullshit. That badge should have worked on that first one. That really should have. Yeah, like, fuck you, dude.
Hold it!
You didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg? Really? I don't mess with the guppies when there are bigger fish to fry. What do you say, boss? Who? Me? I was about to hit you with a fat $200,000. Well, I was thinking about purchasing a nice car from Europe. He's seriously considering this? Wow, the tiger's a really good salesman, huh? Yeah, and if I want to sell this case, I need to copy it. How about you hit him with a fat piece of evidence, boss? I wish it was that easy. It is! There's literally... Okay.
Objection!
Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Fuck yous! In your orange fucking suit. Ha 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 ha! Not bad. You's actually not bad. Sorry. I was just messing with yous to see how good you were. Okay, well, fuck you. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. He's calling me a liar? Is that what you doing? Ruh-roh. Zoink Scoob. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth. Ha! Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. Dude. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness? You never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. The victim, Glenn Elg. Yes, I'm excited for He-Man. I've been binging it. The OG show. I'm like, if they do not put his theme song in every 5 seconds when someone does something slightly heroic, I'm gonna be upset. I'm ready for the schmovie. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! Shoom. I ain't no liar, I never met Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with that name though, wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never even been to that Très Bien joint. He was here? I don't believe that. I see. That all seems perfectly logical. Shut the fuck up. Everything seems perfectly logical until we nail holes into it. Puncture holes into it. Find the holes in it. You got me. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Yeah. The Evil Residence movie? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I want to be, but I don't know. We'll see. You have to go to HEB. Listen. It's my job to make people be like, what the fuck is going on over there? Because y'all are just that good. Unless you're in HEB and then you clearly have your phone out. You can't hear. Neighbors through the walls, right? They're like, damn, what's my neighbor up to? What tricks they know? I need to learn. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you. Right. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Ugh. The victim. Glenelg. Thanks to Nayra, you get suspicious looks from neighbors. Hey, we got a noise complaint. Whether or not they're boning or fighting, I don't fucking know. I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elg. And yet, your name was written on the victim's calendar. Get that horse calendar out of my face! I'm the tiger, not a lame horse, you porcupine! Tigers like me eat horses like that for breakfast! No! Witnesses aren't permitted to eat evidence! Not that they ever would! Well, there was a case once where a young lad ate. Anyway! If you had never met the victim before, how do you explain this note he left? There was some lame guy with that name, though, wanted to borrow cash from me. Yeah, I love it. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, not me. It's very strange. According to the manager of the firm where the victim worked, December 3rd was the date he had to repay his loan. He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but repaying what he owed. Oh, yeah, maybe he was right. Whatever it was going down at the beginning of December. So you did meet Mr. Elk then. Hey, right! You might want to cool your jets a sec. People thought this guy was me? Or us? The Phoenix Wright Collective Brain Cell Collective? It's fine. I set up a meeting with it. Yeah, no. So your meeting wasn't supposed to be at Très Bien then? Why would I want to go to a dump like that? If I want to talk with my clients, I got an office decked out for the job. I got the best punching bag you've ever saw in there. Not exactly a professional office you've got there, you know? So you were in your office on the day in question? I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. He didn't show up? Ha! What do you think, Trite? Let's see. How does a dead man get from a French restaurant to a loan shark's office? And you yourself didn't go to Tribulations? What are you trying to pin on me here? Murder. Why don't you just come down to my office? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there. No need. I'm good, thanks. Listen up. I ain't got nothing more to say except this. I ain't never even been to that Tribulations joint. Is here? Never? Not even once. Not even once. I was in my office that day. Office the day that went down. I didn't put no poison in no kid's coffee. Capiche? Do you think you really didn't meet Glen Elg? Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's behind the whole thing. So you mean that whole testimony you just gave was a lie? Of course. So we can't afford to give him the time to think of ways to plug the leaks in. Gotta nail him while I still can. Okay, let's see. It should. Okay, I say it should. A computer virus made by Glen Elg, potentially worth millions of dollars. I think this is it. I think this is it. I just don't know where to put it. I never met Glen Elg. This was in his office? I ain't never been to that Tribulations joint. He was here. It was still in his office. So I don't know where to put it. It's either here or the last one. So we're gonna save. Just in case.
Objection!
Your Honor, that... Okay. Yes. Maybe here? I set up a meeting with the guy at my office to... Okay, so, yeah, it could actually be there. It actually probably is here. Present.
Objection!
Fuck me. Okay, let's slow down a second then. Oh, it's... All right. Is that Phoenix Wright questioning Phoenix Wright? No, it's Zinniop questioning Phoenix Wright, duh! It's this. God.
Objection!
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What are you talking about? We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was a book of the rest? What was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my office too now. Now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me. It really is the overthinking. Or I'm like skipping steps. It's like, this needs to go in here at some point. Order, order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Ah! Sorry, I'm terribly sorry, forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day. What? But it listened good, all right? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well, well. Guess you did go back on your word. Being ahead of the logic is a cop. Yeah, it's just kind of like, hey, Your Honor, this is all the evidence that I'd like to present at once to complete this case, but sure, we'll go through all of this bullshit. Oh, smack! Sorry, forgot the smack. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I love that Godot's just kind of like, yeah, I like watching this unfold. It's fine. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elg that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. at Tribulations. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please? Jesus Christ. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. Ha. No problem. Copy me. Anytime Tripe presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. Ah! Mr. Godot, that's my job! Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it! Yes, sir! The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know since yous paying. Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? No. Jesus. Yeah, same. See you then, guy. Take care. Have fun in Flamatown! I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. Figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, so I went straight back to my office. He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Okay, hang on. Oh, dude. The judge is barely hanging on, I swear. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so I want to say that, again, it's this piece. Like, he took it. I was supposed to meet with him. Saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. Figured as if the place. Yeah, ooh, excuse me. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then? The tiger is a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation. So, when exactly did you pick up the matches? There are matches just inside the front door. Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef after taking 5 boats home. Poor gumshoe. It's almost enough to make a man cry. Okay, hang on. Okay. Oh shit, fuck it. I accidentally bumped it. Whoops. Okay. So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tenderlander at all then. The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you've ever seen if there is any issues. If there are any issues. Maybe it's because of that punching bag that people are scared to come. So that's why you decided to meet at Tribulations. Ha! You're going over old ground again, Wright. Sorry! Fuck me running. Suck down the penalty, and I will not like it! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Phoenix, your dom is showing! Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I would say that that's Edgeworth's response to Phoenix. Phoenix is totally the dom in that stitch. Let's be real. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna present this real quick. It's this.
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. No. Give it back. Give it back. Yes, just give it back. Give it all back. Fuck. He does need his cute sweater again. You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did? What are you trying to say? You trying to tell me you ain't ever been guilty of nothing? We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this! The courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it? I think you've done it again, Mr. Wright. Another... suck my dick! What a penalty for those two jokers in the garbage they keep... yeah. Gotta press him on fucking something. You mean you saw Glenn Elg's dead body? I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth he called a hat. And what time was this? I don't know. Huh? You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with some ticking henpeck, okay? Out of interest, Mr. Tigre, what winds you up the second most? Huh? What do you think? Square watches! Is this guy for real? Look, all I needed to know was that something bad was going down in that place. Okay. An ugly scene. What do you mean? I limit myself to 17 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty, Trice. Or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney. Ashen. Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Fuck me. So I shouldn't have pressed him on that. Guess I'm gonna make that special express after all. So to recap, this ugly scene you saw was... Alright, yeah. Fuck me. Okay, so... I don't know. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as car. Oh, wait. you shouldn't have been able to see it at all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're getting it all back. Sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so... Fuck! I saw one ugly scene. No, you couldn't have because the door is right in front of... Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Objection!
That's it. That's it. You're something of a loan-collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. ... And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. Ooh, you tell him, Phoenix. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trites? A new line of irrelevant questioning? These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You're fucking wrong! You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Except that he wouldn't have! Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. No, you fucking didn't! Unfortunately for you, that is not fucking possible, you bitch! If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a divider. Is a tall partition. Divider, it's the same fucking thing. Why, that's true! Gasp! Now look at the plans again. Look at these plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. She's made this joke 15 times. I have, Your Honor. Guilty. I know. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. And you knew he was wearing a hat! So you saw him! So, from the entrance of Très Bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him. Oobatch.
Objection!
We got the figuring it out music. Ha! Wrong! Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
Objection!
That was the actor. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake! A fucking faker! What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. Smack! That will do! This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was the real killer who impersonated the real killer? Listen, you say the killer murdered Glenn Elg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo? In that case, Mr. Wright revealed the identity of the... Wait, hold on, the real killer? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg? Yeah, Your Honor, that's what it killed. Yeah, like, wait, am I supposed to just be like, yeah, motherfucker, kill him? Like, that's it? Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness? Ha ha ha! Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts. You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright! Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. He's got guts, I'll give you that. Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone! Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godot! Copy me. Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh, no. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Very impressive, Mr. Godot! Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. He's like, nope, I'm underneath the stand, Your Honor. Just fine, I was tying my shoe. Ha yeah. God. Ha. Mr. Godot is the only one that has not bailed on this guy. Found your pen at last, right? It was in my pocket. It was my shoelace. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed 2 people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright? I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Smack! Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? I think it was you. Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender. He's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in you better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean. Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Bitch! Witness, what have you got to say? That's cute. Sorry? You's all right. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You've got it all wrapped up nice. You've got it all wrapped up nice, huh? Right. But you've missed out on one real important thing. But that can't be. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. Okay? But I couldn't have poisoned him, you's here? What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? Ha! What a troublemaker. Troublemaker. Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Smack. Indeed, witness, will you explain yourself to the fucking court? I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Trebien between yourself and the victim? Jesus Christ. Ties to the victim. This one just goes on. Yeah, I loaned El Cash about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000! He got lucky, you know? Real lucky. that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000. Yeah, well, he's got the VIG you's got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know? It's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, no, definitely not after taxes. Absolutely not. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? I don't fucking know. We're gonna figure it out here, kids. Ties to the victim. Got a loan. Okay. Did he have any way of paying the fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up till he landed a big win, so I agreed to help him. Help him? You? I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a big win, but the guy kept losing. So you were helping him for his sake or yours? Went through a compromise. You's help me, I help yous. What's the difference, huh? I don't believe this. Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Yes, absolutely. Like, for example, if it were you, I'd loan you $5 max. Thanks a lot, Maya. That day we was due to have a little chat. So how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day? What do you think? The whole package, $100,000, including interest. That's a real heavyweight punch. Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it in my world? That's all you's gotta know. How many times had Mr. Elg been late with his repayments? Once. And how much was he supposed to pay back every month? $50? Sounds like Mr. Elg was in a real sticky spot. Yeah, at $50 a month, he'd never pay that huge loan off. Yeah, ever. Sounds like student loans to me! Anyway, so... Wait, what? Yeah, just saying California taxes are way better than New York taxes. Just getting robbed. Yeah. Oh no, we are getting screwed. Absolutely. Taxes are fucking ridiculous. Yeah, we so fucking know. And you're tired of hearing people say, how do you... Yeah. How much... Okay. How much did he have left on his debts? You want it in round figures? About $100,000 bucks. That's the whole amount. We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet. What? You telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee? He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elg. That guy was smooth, I tell you. Real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy then calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Kian, all I'm just saying is if I could move back to Syndria now, purely over taxes, I would. You know. Everyone in the comments like, yeah. Anyway, so Ace Attorney, was that because the guy won the lottery? It was his last chance at a big win. And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question? That's it. The Millionaire radio show starts at 1:30 p.m. and runs for 10 minutes. That fixes the time you two met with some accuracy. And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. Also that Mr. Kudo would see it again. Or would see it. I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't ever gonna forget it. Yeah, he got lucky, you know, real lucky. Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time? I don't remember. If there was no one there, I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadaverini were all there at that time. So the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning? Seems that way to me. But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you? Ha! The undying belief that your next role will end the worst losing streak you've ever had. It's that, or since he was really good with, like, software programs and shit, he, like, looked it up or something. The correct numbers. I don't know, it's possible. And that's what defines a true gambler. Or it's just purely this stupid shit right here. It makes it sound so cool. Don't be tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it. All I know is the kid took a shot and he got lucky in the end. That waitress hadn't done what? Yeah, what is that? The waitress. You mean the girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair? Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push a little on this. What does she fucking do? What exactly are you implying the defendant did? How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad, she poisoned Elg's coffee.
Objection!
Yeah, hold the fuck on. A likely theory, your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. T. Gray.
Objection!
Let's not forget this waitress was actually at the scene, Trite. The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I send down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split. I see. Your Honor! The witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. I concur, Mr. Godot. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness. So that's what you was after, Phoenix Wright. Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over.
Hold it!
Tiger's trying to pin the crime on Maggie. If I ask him about what he saw, it's only going to damage our case. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Are yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash! I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back, that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigray had no motive for killing the victim. Smack! Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony or would you like it amended? I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like the testimony amended. Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect your recent statements, please. I was after the $100,000 that didn't have no other reason to kill the guy. That's bullshit. Because you also took the CD back.
Hold it!
Are you saying you had no other motives that day? Yeah, so what? Then, why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you left? What do you think? Because of Four Eyes over there. Because of Maggie? How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. And she poisoned Elk's coffee.
Objection!
Yeah.
Objection!
Just the same thing.
Hold it!
Wait. Okay, hold on. So it's just amend back or just, okay. It's the same fucking thing. Okay. I don't believe that. What we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead. There's 2 things that we could present. That, the MC Bomber thing. Or we finally fucking present this thing.
Objection!
It's this. Same shirt from yesterday. It's a different shirt. I just wear blue. All the time. What was I wearing yesterday? No, it was a not strapless. It's a sleeveless. It's a sleeveless shirt that I wore yesterday. Today's different. Just similar colors. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. But you took something else. I know, right? It's it's not liquor or tar. It's supposed to be coffee, but like the fuck. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection.
Fuck you. What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. Gasp! What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? What is one of the... What the... Okay. I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important part. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Pearl Faye learned. Yeah, I'm like, huh? Several $1 million? Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glen Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glen Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money.
Objection.
No! You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program? Yep. Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he's by no means an idiot, Trice. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. Smack! It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Yep, and I'm gonna save even though we have the medical bills right now. Would you care to share it with us? Yep, why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
Take that.
In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. It's no longer woman, it's wahabababa. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. How much of this do you know? These medical papers document the treatment of the young wahababa in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. Fellow wahababas unite! Yeah! $1 million? A preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs. Yes! Is it a Nayrism? I didn't even mix things up. I just couldn't make the word. Ha! No one would pay a bill like that. Wahababa! Oh my god. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue. Listen. No. Big pharma. You know, it's shocking. You can swap sustenance with no fail, but reading it just yeah, it's, you know. I do my best. Ugh. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Ah! There you go. Order! Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright? Indeed it did, simply because the injured Wahababa was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruno Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city. And you forgot the— oh shit! Smack! Sorry! You forgot the pickles! Doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverina. Cadaverini! Spit take! Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruno Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. Smack! On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glenn Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happens. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happens, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glenn Elg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection!
Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef would have been kept in the dark about it.
Objection!
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Fucking got ye! Smack! Order! Silence or I will clear the courtroom! Ha 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 ha! He's put on a good show, Spiky! Huh? Yeah, I know, right? I think he did just short circuit, got it. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you were very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Well, Your Honor, you fucking did! Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor! Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright! We know. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah! It fucking was! No doubt it was you, standing in here this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I have ever seen.
Objection!
Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take that stand and testify that it was him? Hey, Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. Not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
Objection!
No, bitch. Have you no pride, sir?
Objection!
This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Trite, here in court we deal with people's lives. People's lives. Ugh. Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor. Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No! Smack! If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. Hold the fucking fuck. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far. You say he impersonated Glen Elg, you say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Enter Gumshoe. Yeah, put the judge on the stand for sure. Ah! Oh, Gumshoe! Ha! Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled! You've got that! All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit, but I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Ha! Gulp. Thank you. I really do believe in my words, no matter how crazy they are. Someday they'll take me far. Until then, Wahhababas is canon this stream. Wahhababas unite! Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. Where's Gumshoe? One more piece of evidence and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. Smack! This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre. No. He's Gumshoe. Your Honor, sir! My man! Wait! I got the shit! Detective Gumshoe! Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too. What is it, detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What? Look how serious he is. Hell yeah, Gumshoe! Fuck yeah, Gumshoe! He's like, I'm gonna free my lady! My Wahhababa! January 8th, 248 PIM, District Court, Defendant Lobby No. 1. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle. Oh, so? Well, do you know who the prints belong to now? I'm excited, I have no words. Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. Honestly, Gumshoe would do anything for his Wahhababa. So, tell us. God, I fucking love you guys. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. Fuck yeah, they're Furio Tigre's paw prints, all right. That's great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? We need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elg's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Yes, you are. You make us all happy, Gumshoe. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie! You've been working on something for me? Don't forget the box of weenies. Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put into pocket. The victim's ear medicine covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints. We shall see. January 8th, 304 Pim, District Court, Courtroom No. 4. God! Smack! Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor. I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered. Yes. Copy me. Don't keep us all in suspense, Trite. Show us. Naturally, we can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time are yous gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but yous lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. Smack! No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Fuck, present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court. I mean, this is supposed to be it, right? This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victims? Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. You have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle. Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? Phony trial, phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Well, we're hoping that he's gonna say... Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Heh. Why? Because it contains... potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? You'd make a good clown, you know that? What? Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. You's just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No, this is the bottle we found traces of the poison in. Don't mess with the tiger! You gonna get ripped to shreds! The cyanide bottle was brown and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. Thank you very much for clarifying. Fucking got ye! Got him at last. What? Why has everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle. Is this the bottle you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle with that's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. You fucking moron. You don't know who's he's messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. Ooh, batch! He's probably still screaming, but it's okay. He's got no eyes. Power outage? What's going on? It looks like a black... Well done, trite. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it! While you watch the police restrain your prey. This is great, I love this game. Mr. Popo is in this game. All these squares make a circle. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, we won't. He won't be let go. Oh, I love that nursery rhyme. Now then, how are things going? I guess it's not a nursery rhyme, is it? Freedom! Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Godot? He's being arrested for suspicion on the murder of Glenn Elg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was! And you got fooled by a cardboard badge! And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal. Ha! Truly frightening one. Is that defense attorney over there? That's right! The collective Phoenix Wright brain cells! Hell yeah! Godot. Smack! Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. That poor Wahababa should be set free. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Actually, it was a suntan badge. He did say that. Yeah, he did. Yay! We set an innocent Wahababa free! Smack! That is all. This court is adjourned. You didn't watch most of the stream because you were watching some TV with your family, but you're glad you got back just in time to see the blackout. Wahababas for life! Listen, OD1Z08, you missed some crazy shit! January 8th, 410 PIM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, No 1. Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. And you doubted him, Maggie. Congratulations, Maggie! I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel I can forgive him because it wasn't me! Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie! That was the tiger! Look, Nick! In the doorway. Is it Gumshoe coming back for his wahababa? Yeah, it is. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Well, wait! I love Gumshoe so much. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well, well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around. Wait up, detective! He just ran off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use! But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick? We have the weenies, don't worry. Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this. I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me. That's why. He thought I might have done it. Got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. The weenies! The weenies! Take that! Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies, you know. Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this now? So, how is it, Maggie? It's really good. Come back and get your wahababa, Gumshoe! Come on! So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegation surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And so have the weenies. And who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Yay! That took us entirely too long! Hello, Spade! Welcome in! Recipe for turnabout. The end. Dear God! Ah! Ah! It's our boyfriend! He's back! Ah! A brand new episode has been added! Yes! Wait! What's happening? Hold on. What's happening in the background? Hold on. We missed you very much, you sexy stud. But what's happening in the background? Over there, there's like a whole Indiana Jones-ass like standoff scene in the middle of the bridge, you know, Temple of Doom style. God. Okay, we're not gonna start it tonight. We're gonna do this one next week. I'm sorry, but it's our boyfriend. He's back. Ah! Oh my God! Excites! Oh man. That guy, listen, he's entirely gay. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Edge right. They're totally a thing. Yes, they are. And you cannot convince me otherwise. Yeah, definitely. We are going to need the bonk stick. I'm not even going to lie. Whose parakeet is going crazy? I would be honored if someone named their parakeet after me. I'm not going to lie. Oh, though honestly it would probably be like the shrieking eels. Those are the shrieking eels, princess. He is entirely that. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, I was hoping to have at least started case 4 because, you know, it's supposed to be a shorter case. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it in one stream next time, but we did have a, wait. You got censored for calling Edgeworth what he is? A prosecutor? Jesus. I mean, yeah, that is true. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm glad that the stream ended up working out as well. Hopefully we won't have to go through, like, no bonks right now, okay? Come on. I'm hoping that we're not gonna have to go through all of that shit next time. I'm hoping it's just gonna, like, it's gonna be okay. I'll get my ring light figured out. I'm happy that this temp light stayed, like, alive the entire time. I was expecting it to go out. Just a heads up to chat, your ears won't survive these last cases. If Crispy's saying that, then yeah, you might want to turn your volume down or turn it up. You probably turn it up, right? Because we're gonna start screaming things at Edgeworth that are like entirely like, yeah, your neighbors are gonna think a certain way about you. They're like, they really do be doing some crazy shit over there. They're gonna think you're that good. No. Listen, I'm good. I'm on like an end unit. I'm in an end, what is it? Fine. End unit, it's good. I'm far away from my neighbors, so like this is good right now. I don't need to move to Mogadishu at all. I'm fine. Turn down for what? Ew. One day we will be able to bonk. No, I don't want for real bonks. No. No, stop. You have headphones? Ooh. I am sorry. Be sure to cite at least that part in the stream whenever you go to, like, you know, your doctor to be like, I think this is the issue right here. Just play it on full blast. That was what was in my ears, Dr. Coon, and he's like, okay, thank you, I don't need that. Yeah, it's good. Hot take, Edgeworth is hot, but he's only the 3rd hottest person in case. Ooh! I'm ready. I'm so ready. Excellent. Awesome Wednesday. You'll set up a hammer, but no, ouchie, no. I know, I'm like, what? It's okay, your cat fell off the table as no. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad she's okay. Okay, I'm like, give your fur babies kissies, all of you right now. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate you helping me figure out what the fuck is going on with the stream stuff at the beginning of the stream, because that was fun. I didn't want to take that long. I really did want to start case 4, but it's whatever. It was a great time. She was jumping for her chair and missed it. Oh no, poor baby. I'm so sorry. I'm sympathetically laughing, don't worry. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy to be performing as Yellow Lion again. Very excited. I'm very excited. Tomorrow's gonna be an insane performance. We have 13 lions. I am ready. I am so ready. This is gonna be fucking wild. We're using it as promo for like the big event next week, so I'll be sure to like retweet or like repost that. It's gonna be fucking insane. You can be like, I know that lion. I know that lion. It's her. So, if you guys haven't already, please consider following me on Twitch, subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is free for you guys, and it does in fact help me. I am in fact an award-winning cosplayer, so check out my Instagram. It is in that Linktree link that Rex just posted. Thank you very much, Rex. It's got all of my cosplays there, along with another Instagram for like my lion dancing and not line dancing, like yeehaw line dancing, Chinese lion dancing, travel, some of my art and stuff, all of that. If you've got a favorite social media platform, I'm probably on it, so give it a look. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Go hydrate, go stretch, get some rest, and kiss your fur babies on the snoot. I will see you guys next time, Wednesday. Wednesday, we're just gonna see how hot these people are for like Edgeworth to be demoted to rank 3. I have high expectations now, so thank you very much! Or like Edgeworth is like, fuck you, man, but yeah. Wednesday, monster truck, not really, just, I don't know. Edgeworth could be packing a monster, so could Phoenix. Anyways, I'll see you later, bye!